there are some builders opposite who are staring at me. Great. This is a genius idea to film this here. Hi lovelies! So today's video, not only will I be showing you some beautiful vintage lingerie, which unfortunately the builders across the road are still staring. It's good. Okay. It's weird. But I also have some exciting details about a giveaway that I'm going to be giving for you guys, because you know I love sending people stuff. And I really wanted to give a Valentine's gift to one of my lovely subscribers. You guys, because you're awesome. Now, 2 weeks ago, as you probably saw in my Instagram, I got sent some absolutely gorgeous lingerie from the brand Kiss Me Deadly. And I mentioned them in my January favourites as well. They are like hilarious, but also their stuff is just divine. And I wanted to wait 2 weeks to give you the actual review of the pieces, even though I did a try on as soon as I got it, which I'm going to insert pictures, video and whatnot from that. I wanted to wait 2 weeks because I don't think you can really review underwear without having worn it in various situations and under various pieces of clothing, so you need to know what works for you. My whole thing with Kiss Me Deadly started because I, as you know, love a very vintage silhouette. However, I have a scoliosis, which, if you don't know what that means, I did talk about it in my body confidence video. I'm going to say I have scoliosis, and that means I have two curves in my spine. The top one goes to the right and the bottom one goes to the left. I'm so dyslexic. Is that an S? No, that's a Z. That is a Z. But like a cut. It's basically, it's a backwards S. But what it means is that one side of my body goes in rather sharply because the bulk of this muscle is up at the top here where it curves, and this side just goes down. Because the bulk of the muscle is down here around my waist, because that's where the spine curves. I don't believe in hiding stuff, but I do believe in dressing for your figure. Accentuate the parts you want to accentuate. And I've tried wearing corsets before because I really love that look. So I contacted Catherine, who's the founder of Kiss Me Deadly, who I know, and said, do you have anything that would really help with a bit of a cinched in waist? She sent me not only some good waist stuff, but also some beautiful lingerie, which is amazing, including this piece I'm wearing right here. So I'm going to talk you through the pieces, what they're like to wear, and whether or not they work well with scoliosis. So the first little set that she gave me, I'm in fact wearing right now, and slightly busting out of. Sorry. Kiss Me Deadly only do 32-inch chest and up, and mine is a 30, so I went down a cup size, as you normally do. I may have misjudged. So this is the Dietrich. It's stunning. I really, really love a long line bra. I think it gives a great look. I hate seeing the bra strap at the back. That upsets me so much. God, if you can see a bra strap through clothes, you're wearing the wrong bra. A long line bra, whoop, this one goes quite far down my body. Insert picture of me wearing it under clothes. Pa-pow! Also, I happen to find long line bras very comfortable. Some people mentioned that they kind of can't breathe down here, but I breathe from up here, so most people, unless you're a singer. If you're an opera singer, I guess a long line bra is not for you. It also gives an almost corset-like appearance. I really like the radio long line bra as well, if we're talking general retro underwear, because it holds you all in down to the waistband of your dress, and then down there you can just go free. Let your hips live. It's fine. It's fine. I was also sent the Dietrich pencil skirt. Now, this is a beautiful piece of shapewear to go under, I would say, quite tight dresses. You're going to want that under a pencil skirt. Obviously, there's not much point in wearing it under a big fluffy skirt. You can do what you like under a big fluffy skirt. You can wear your biggest knickers. You don't have to wear knickers. Anything really. Let it go free. Go free. I found that this piece is really lovely in terms of shaping you with a beautiful kind of curve as well. Also, really appreciating this zip in the back. It doesn't feel too tight and pressured, which I think a lot of shapewear can do. So I can wear this set all day long. Perfectly happy with that. Also, the Dietrich fleece. Yeah, I know. Massive, massive knickers. They're my favourite kind. I don't like wearing anything hipster, it just feels horrible. It's not okay. Particular favourite things in the Dietrich set are the little buttons. The little buttons are so cute. And I love also the little bow on the back. However, they are see-through at the back, so, you know, ladies beware in the changing room. Having worn and washed these a few times now, there is a slight bit of puckering that's going on. I did make sure to hand wash and take extra care, but maybe that's just my bad drying, I'm not sure. But they are still very comfortable and yet incredibly sexy. Moving on to other things that are very sexy but not very comfortable. Bing! Cute. Now this is the Jacquot set. I'm going to say Jacquot. I don't even know that Jacquot is the right word. We know I can't speak French. This is a known thing. This is the Jacquot bra in 32D. I originally thought this was a lovely kind of Wedgwood pattern. Maybe a bit of chinoiserie type stuff. But no, getting close there. Getting close. Yep, that's guns and whips. Goes along with the whole Kiss Me Deadly theme. I think what I've learned about this is that my boobs are bigger than. And again, 30. So it did that through the day. The knickers for this, I'm not normally a fan of a kind of a brief, anything that ends beneath the waist is not something I'm in love with. But these didn't have the kind of sharp, tight elastic along the top. I found that they lay quite flat, so that was definitely a plus, something I appreciated. And they also came with this lovely cincher. Which look, it has little ties for me to put my stockings on. I'm generally about a size 8, but I found this to be a little not on the big side because it did fit me, but if I was wanting something to really cinch me in a lot more, then this probably would be, I've gone for the extra small. Cinches you in, I think I have found a preference for. It's very nice, it's very nice. Having just mentioned cinches, I'm going to move on now to a corset, which I am holding upside down. No, here we go. One thing I really, really like about this corset is that instead of giving you the very angular style, it gives you more of an old-fashioned look and not so much angular. Does this make sense? Your body is not a triangle. Boom, boom. People have hips, so whoop, whoop is more of a realistic shape. Is this making sense to anyone? I also like, instead of having very stiff boning, this is very flexible and it will mould. It will mould to your body. I found it was very easy to breathe in. Got this piping along here on the insides, piping elastic. So it's focused around your waist and pulling your waist in rather than pulling in your chest so you can't breathe. Most corsets, actually, they grab onto the top of your hips, and then when you sit down you get kind of shoved in the, you know, spiked in the lady bits with the ends of the corset. So the times that I have worn this, however, I haven't done it up. It's small, and I've done all the way up on the tightest from the top to about the middle, and then just under the elastic I've actually not done it up, because I found that at the bottom it didn't sit quite right on my hips. It was giving this kind of a shape, if this makes sense, like that. Okay, that kind of a shape from my waist down, so you can kind of see that it's curving in a bit here. And so by undoing the bottom, I've been able to make it do that. I'm particularly fond of these beautiful, beautiful velvet, these beautiful velvet bows. There we go, got there in the end. I'm going to whip out the one thing that's not black. Ooh, it's peach coloured. Yeah. When I first showed this to Claude, she was a bit like, oh my god, that's so sexual. Like, you are meant to wear a bra under it, darling. That's the idea. I am a big fan of this piece. This is the type of thing that I would wear under very tight dresses. This body shaper gives you a gorgeous, gorgeous line. If you can see, it's got a crossover at the front. So it's just the fabric. It's down here, but you know, I'll just put it up here so you can see. The fabric crosses over. It's a very smooth wear, very nice. And I just think wearing underwear would actually destroy the line that it gives you, which is really quite special and quite something. Also of note, the placement of these straps, because I feel like you would be able to adjust them if your dress was slightly sort of more off the shoulder open. If you were wearing more of a Bardot neckline, I feel like this shaper could work for you, provided you don't want a little bit of gather here. If it's tight here, then you're going to have issues. But I do feel like it's a very adaptable piece of clothing. And look, guys, it's peach. Just going to show you a piece that's maybe a bit more saucy than it is practical. This isn't actually, just a disclaimer, this is not a piece I have yet worn. Yeah. That's cool. I feel like I'm 5. I can't take it. Getting all hot there. But it's okay, because the Peacock set also came with these. Yeah, big knickers. My favourite. These are, unlike the Dietrich set, I found that the elastic in these was a lot tighter. And even after a wash, you can see. It's see-through and I can see you. These are gorgeous. They've got a bit of a tummy hold in there. Don't wear a long line bra if you're also going to wear massive knickers with quite strong elastic at the top. That would be my advice to you. And bra. Bum, bum. I love the swoop in this bra. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. However, I'm not entirely sure whether it's my massive boobs or it's intentional, but the lace doesn't actually cover the nipple. No, wait, I'm now realising they come with knickers that have no crotch, so. Again, I mean, unfortunately, the size wasn't quite right for me because they do only start with 32, which I realise I'm quite difficult being a 30. It's quite a struggle to find 30 double D bras. Or E, like 1 week a month. Beautiful, absolutely stunning, and I really feel quite bad actually these don't fit me. I feel really sad because I want to wear it. I want to wear it so bad. Right, and the final piece of the Peacock set. This is obviously not to be worn with the long knickers, because I just don't think you'd be able to breathe. Or sit. I think sitting would be an issue, most definitely. So much like the Jacquot girdle I showed you, this is the Peacock Waspy, to give you a little nipped-in waist. And again, I did wash these. I washed all of them. I wore them and then washed them all so that I could actually properly tell you what they're like after a wash. Because I hate that in underwear reviews. Now look at this beautiful thing. It's so gorgeous. It looks wonderful. Oh, you should buy it. And then you do. And then you think it's wonderful. And you wear it. And then you wash it. And you're like, oh. So worth it. Actually withheld the test of time. I found it gave me a really nice shape. But I did find that wearing this was probably the best experience of the attempts to make my waist smaller, because it's very comfortable. Just gonna hold that here, and it being shorter probably means that there's lots of room to breathe, to move. Your boobs can do whatever they're doing that day. It's fine. It's fine. So there you go. There's my little review of Kiss Me Deadly clothes, and I would definitely advise you guys to go and have a little look, see if there's anything that you fancy. Let me know what other kind of vintage underwear you guys like. If there are any brands that you think I'm really missing that I need to have a look at, I would love that. Anything that you've found, if you've got scoliosis, talk to me. Let's talk. Like, underwear, clothing, it's hard. And finally, and most importantly, obviously, is my amazing Valentine's gift. Now, just like I did at Christmas, I'm going to give you guys a giveaway. It will be to one person who both follows me on Instagram and on YouTube. And there are two other things that you need to do. And you will find that link to the Instagram post in the description box down below. Go down there. Click on that link. You will find what it is you need to do in order to get the little gift box that I'm going to give you. It will not only contain some absolutely gorgeous sugar-free chocolate from Freest, but there will also be another little gift, little surprises that I'm going to be putting in the goodie box for you. So come on guys, go down there, click on that link, get involved, let me send one of you something, because I just love giving presents. It's like my thing. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please click like if you have, subscribe if you're new here, welcome in. Right, come on. And comment down below with what you thought the best piece was from those little ones I've just shown you. Hope you enjoyed the video. Mwah. For your chance to win a bunch of amazing Valentine's gifts, click the link in the description.